Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, back at it again with more My Hero Academia. I'm continuing until I catch up on all the chapters, and I only got one more after this one. So, last we left off, Hawks managed to leave a little bit of a message for Endeavor, letting them know that the Para-Liberation Front will be attacking in 4 months' time, and he's still gathering information. Increase your numbers, and basically be prepared for a massive war. Not only that, but Tomoda Shigaraki's quirk has been confirmed to have evolved, and it's now able to extend to not only a singular object, but anything that's connected to it, and that includes people as well. So, it also cuts to Hawks saying that it's difficult for him to eavesdrop, but he's only able to send as much as he can. Only able to send as much information as he can, and as far as we've seen, Hawks has not been discovered by Redestro or anyone else, so thankfully he's been able to keep tabs on the Para-Liberation Front so far without being discovered, and I really hope he doesn't become discovered, because I'm actually starting to like Hawks. I thought that he was a villain because he was joined up with him, but it turns out that he was a double agent. But we're going to move on to chapter 247, Status Report, and that looks like Endeavor's daughter sitting right there. Oh, you're right, I forgot. This isn't still Endeavor. I'll be supervising you boys myself. But before we start, you two gotta tell me about yourselves. I don't know much about you. What are you working on now? Tell me what you want to achieve. I want control over my power and to have freedom of movement even while at max performance. You've got super strength that wrecks your own body, right? Yes. I discovered a method to manage it. Without hurting myself. But I've reached the point where, how do I put this? I've got like a secondary power where it manifests in a different form. Show me. And then he causes the whip, the black web to come out from his gauntlet. By really focusing, I can just manage this much, but that's all I can handle for now. If I let any more out, I lose control. And Endeavor doesn't say anything until, you said max performance. What's that mean for this ability? Well, the true form of this one is more like a whip. I want to turn it from a liability into a real weapon. I think I can apply some concepts from my other new moves, Air Force. Oh, I should explain that one. Oh, there's a long list here. Okay. It's a long-range attack that strikes with air blast, but it demands more power output than my body's currently capable of handling. If we assume my base limit is 10 to 15%, then I'd say that Air Force requires about 20%, so I have to go into the danger zone a little. Operating at 20% doesn't actually damage my body, but it's painful enough to limit my movement. To that point, I've trained to boost my power from an instant before bringing it right back down. If I could apply that concept to Black Whip, then at least in theory, I'd actually be able to use it in battle. But to start with, making these precise modulations to power output while moving around is already pretty tough, and adding a whole other element to that would be more than my brain can handle. Despite my efforts, I haven't had much luck training to run these parallel processes while also moving my body in any real way. Too much! I'm lost! He's analyzing himself, I guess. Shut up! So, you're hoping to make that tricky balancing act feel like second nature. He understood! He ain't number one for nothing! And then he doesn't say anything. The fact that I managed to get through that without flubbing it up too much is... Ugh. In terms of true and pure power, his quirk's comparable to All Might's. You've suffered due to your quirk, so you're one of us. Next up is you. Who's us? Unlike him, I came here to figure out what I can't do. Oh, big talk, little man. Cram it, why are you even here? I'm on standby. I'm serious, darn it. My explosion can pull off anything I want it to. I only got that one quirk, but it's totally the strongest. But then I learned that a strong quirk's not enough to make me the strongest guy around. We're taking this 4-0, no casualties. The strong don't sell for anything less. And we're cutting back to when they were going up against 1B. To surpass number 1, I came to find out what I'm missing. This kid, I see. Sure. Let's get to it. And me? And Shoto's just standing there. You're here to master Flash Fire, Shoto. All the quirk training you beat into me as a kid, I've put it into practice with my right side. Thinking back, it's no wonder since I couldn't escape my own hatred of you. Then I got into UA. Competing alongside these two, and everyone else really opened my eyes. Endeavor, after everything, I'm gonna do exactly what you always wanted. And then it cuts back to moments where he met up with his father before and say that I will guide you down to the path to supremacy, work at my side after you graduate and everything. But please understand, the man I admire is the one Mom and I watched on the TV back then. As a fledgling hero, in order to become a man worthy of the title, I came here of my own free will. I'm here to use you for my own reasons. Sorry this isn't going how you want, number one. So let's stop that father-son crap in front of my friends. As a hero, this Endeavor guy is pretty darn amazing, but I'm not ready to forgive you for as a hero, this Endeavor guy is pretty darn amazing, but I'm not ready to forgive you for abusing Mom. What sort of dad are you going to be? That's what I want to find out. And everyone is speechless, even the talkative New Yorkin chick in the back. The talking Harley Quinn chick, that's what I'm comparing her to. Since he was willing to come here, I thought the boy's heart was open and ready to accept me. What a fool I was. I had it all wrong. Right. I'll be watching over you three as a hero. Rescue, evacuation, battle. People come to heroes for those three basic things. Normally, when a hero sets up an agency, he decides whether to emphasize rescue or battle, one or the other. My agency isn't picky. We tackle all three. You gotta know your home turf like the back of your hand so that you pick up on the smallest disturbance. You gotta get to the scene faster than anyone. Keep damage to a minimum, and if civilians get close, blast some heat to make them back off. That's your starting point. Keep all that in mind while we're acting at top speed, and make those processes your MO. Parallel processes, basically. Think about what you're building up as you go. At UA, it's effort, and here, it's experience. You need a mountain's worth, so your job here is to conquer that experience barrier. This winter, show me that you can just once beat a villain faster than me. Yo! That's their challenge! They got all of winter to beat a villain faster than Endeavor in order to show that they have what it takes to go to the next stage. And have what it takes to eventually become a great hero. Next chapter hits October 27th. Ooh, these chapters are looking saucy, and I'm glad I'm reading these. So that way I don't see anything out of the ordinary and it just catches me off guard. But I love this chapter, I really do. Chapter 247 end, that's the end of it all. Is there anything else? No, that's it. That's it. Oh man, this is panning out really nice. I love these chapters so much, I really do. I love doing this. This is my job. This is my job. I love this. It's so good. But let me know what you guys thought of this chapter, if you haven't already read it already. And yeah, there's not much else I could say. This just seems like another chapter. But a challenge has been issued for the top 3 for Shoto, Midoriya, and Bakugo. Beat a villain faster than Endeavor, the current #1 hero. Challenge accepted. But I thought this was a good chapter, so with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in the next video, so have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples!